All right, you guys. So today we are talking about ICE agents, and we're trying to figure out, understand why so many of them are miserable under Stephen Miller's marching orders. Now, if you don't know who Stephen Miller is, he is the Homeland Security Advisor. And just recently, ICE agents have been quitting in droves, and also some of their attorneys have quit. And while initially the president administration claimed that they were going to deport violent criminals and gang members at first, but in reality, ICE's focus has been on arresting non criminals and evidently to hit quotas passed down by the president and also Stephen Miller. So they're saying that the administration has mandated ICE agents to arrest 3,000 illegal migrants per day. And I don't know how true this is, but there was a guy who allegedly stated the agents are receiving $1,000 to $1,500 per immigrant that they arrest. So I guess this is why we are seeing so much aggression during these raids. And there is just this obsession with the deportation quotas. And like I said, reportedly it's up to 3,000 arrests per day. There's also this pressure to fast track deportations, sometimes without full due process. So, like I mentioned, the focus is really now just on the numbers, right? And one of the biggest tipping points for many of the agents is that they are now conducting raids in hospitals and medical clinics. Yes, hospitals, the place meant to help heal people or get people well. No, they are there terrifying people in multiple states. We have seen where agents are showing up at emergency rooms, prenatal clinics, and dialysis centers, and they're targeting undocumented immigrants during or after treatment. And in some of these cases, the patients have been arrested while in wheelchairs with IV lines still in their arms. And this is why a former ICE supervisor basically stated that when they started showing up at hospitals, he said, I knew I was done. He said, this isn't what he signed up for.
Let him go. Get your hands off of him. You don't need to. Hey. Let go. Get out. Get out. Get out. Coming into a private business like this is a private business. I'm not. You are not a federal agent to begin with. I'm not touching you. Identify yourself.
All right, so we heard her ask the agent to identify himself. And that has been a complaint of a lot of people. We do know that there was a woman who was RAPED by a so-called ICE agent, and they don't identify themselves. You can't see their faces. You don't have a badge number or ID number. You have no idea who they are. So they could be anybody dressed up in an outfit, just saying that they're ICE. But sadly, this is not the only issue. We've got ICE health workers reporting that they are asked to clear patients for deportation, even when those individuals are medically unstable. So they're deporting people who medically should still be treated, but they're asking them to just go ahead and to remove them. And I just don't know. I don't agree with that at the end of the day. These are still human beings. So your hospitals, medical facilities, places that should be sacred, the church, law enforcement is showing up at all of these places. And I just think nobody should be asked to violate their ethics to meet a number. So when we see these ICE agents resigning, in my eyes, they're not just walking away from a paycheck. They are, to me, sounding an alarm. So let me know what you guys think about all of this. Like I said, it just seems to all be a numbers game. They're showing up at Home Depot, Disneyland. Right now, there's literally no place that's off limits for them. But drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. Has ICE gone too far? And should the raids in the hospitals ever be allowed? And if you're in the medical field or law enforcement, I want to hear your perspective on this. I thank you guys for listening and watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.